PopTards! Hey guys, and welcome to a very special anniversary edition of JD's Blarg. That's right, this is my second episode. And now I can hear you all typing your congratulatory emails, and don't you worry, I can hear that they're going to be just great. Now, this week I'm going to be talking to you about two very wacky, very strange words. Words that probably don't even sound like English to you. You've probably never heard them before. Those two words are video and games. I know, right? Totally weird. Video? What does that mean? Games? Huh? I don't know either. What I do know is this. Video games are created by magic, and magic is evil. And if video games are evil, then evil is fantastic. And I'm sure you're with me on this. Now, two very specific video games I want to talk about are from the Xbox downloadable content. You can get them on the marketplace. And first one is Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. I'm sorry. I know you're all tired of hearing me talk about Scott Pilgrim. I'm tired too. It originally had come out for the Sony PlayStation 3, and they were able to get it on their marketplace. And since I don't have one of those, that made me very sad. I had to wait a couple of weeks for the Xbox version to be available to download. So once that happened, I downloaded the shit out of it, and I played. And played. And played. And then I played some more. It has all of the nostalgia that you'd want from sort of the old 16-bit Nintendo games. Side-scrolling, collecting coins, pretty much anything that you would like from those games is here for your enjoyment. It also takes all of the whimsy and fantastical nonsense elements of the Scott Pilgrim comic book and the Scott Pilgrim movie. Hopefully you've read the comic and you've gone and seen the movie. Probably haven't seen it 5 times like I have. That means you're sane. You can play as either Scott Pilgrim, Ramona Flowers, Stephen Stills, or Kim Pine. Why you can't play as Knives Chow, I'm not sure. I think that's a misstep. But I'm not sure many people wanted to play as Stephen Stills, but I guess I had to even it out with a dude, since you know, the only one anyone wants to play as is probably Scott Pilgrim. All of the characters have their different moves, and as you go and collect more coins from defeating baddies, you can buy new moves, you can buy more speed, you can buy more strength, and it's totally replayable. I've played through a couple times now, just so that I could get the other characters up to speed. There's a subspace highway that runs through the board that you can tune into. Anytime you see a designated spot with a star on it, you can hop in there and go into the subspace highway, skip a little bit of that board, and while you're in there, there are a lot of piggy banks that you can smash, which will give you more coins so that you can level up your character more and more. And this is a fun, fantastic game. It's only about maybe 1,500 credits, so it's totally cheap and it's totally worthwhile. I mistakenly went into a GameStop before it had come out thinking that it was going to be an actual game that you could buy, a disc. And the guy looked at me like I was, what's the word? Stupid. And I had seen a trailer for an earlier version they were going to do, which had been proposed, and it was very much just Mega Man. Straight up Mega Man, starring the Scott Pilgrim crew. And I see what they were doing, but the commercial didn't really sell me on it. I think that this experience is exactly what this game needed to be, and it's pretty much the best game that I've played this year as far as side-scrollers, and I played a couple. It is a fantastic game. So now we're going to take a quick break and we're going to read a letter from one of our viewers. Dear JD, your show is fantastic and I like to make love with my wife while watching it. You're a sweetheart. But we definitely think that the show needs sexiness and sophistication. Really? I'm not... It's kind of hurtful, guys. But I'm going to give you people what you want. You like that? Yeah? 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 There's only one way I know how to do sexy. I think you're going to enjoy it. So I want to talk to you about the second game that we're going to discuss today, and that is a game called Plants vs. Zombies. This game is creative and adorable. I first caught wind of it when it was on the iPhone, and I played it for hours. And a lot of times I would just stay in the bathroom on the toilet so that I could play more Plants vs. Zombies. That's a bit too much information, but it's okay, isn't it? The goal is to protect your house from the onslaught of zombies coming your way. Now, sun points will fall from the sky, and it's your job to grab those and plant more sunflowers, which will generate more sun points. And with all of the sun points that you get, you can plant certain plants to ward off all these zombies on your front lawn. There are a ton of different plants that you can plant. There are a ton of different zombies that come at you. Sometimes they're wearing football helmets. Sometimes they're carrying screen doors, and you have to use you have to plant a special mushroom that shoots water through the screen door. And sometimes they will try to invade you from the backyard. They'll try to go through your pool, so you have to plant lily pads and then plant your plants on the lily pads and then ward off the zombies who are riding adorable zombie dolphins. It is a fantastic game. I can't recommend it highly enough. I loved it so much on the iPhone that even when it came out on the Xbox Live Marketplace, I had to download it for my Xbox. It's such a great, fun game. The only negative that I can see on the Xbox version, however, is for the iPhone, if you're playing, you just have to tap the sun points as they fall, and that's how you import your plants onto your lawn or onto your lily pads to ward off the zombies. Now, the problem here is that obviously your TV is probably not a touchscreen, so you have to actually use the Xbox controller, which does take a little bit of extra time, but I can't really think of any other way that they could have avoided that. It's a necessary evil when you're playing with a controller as opposed to a touchscreen, so it does have a bit more of a fluid feel on the iPhone, but it's also great on the Xbox. I think the translation came over really well. I think they did a great job, and it's definitely worth a couple bucks to download. PopTards! That's pretty much it, you guys. That was my second episode of JD's Blarg. If you have any questions or comments, you can email me at info@poptardsgo.com. Also, swing by poptardsgo.com and look at all of the reviews that we post. We also do these little video blogs. And we'll be posting a longer video show starring me, Uncle Dunklenuts, and Evil, who's a newcomer. And we all sit down and play Halo Reach and then talk about it. So be on the lookout for that. Give that a watch. Leave a comment below and tell us if you hate it, if you love us. Send us emails asking me to strip more. If you want to run your little sausage fingers through my manscaping. So that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk at you later. That is old and cold.